Hi everybody, it's Tim from Total Lockout. This is the second instalment in the latest series of video blogs that I'm going to be doing. Just holding my hands here, a couple of Lockout products. I want to get straight to the cut and thrust of who we are and why we're here. When Total Lockout started in 2010, I had a short spell working for Masterlock, who are arguably the global leader in lockout tagout equipment, built on the back of their pedigree of padlock manufacture. And prior to that, I'd had 7 years with Castell Safety, a part of which was called Castell Isolock, which was their lockout tagout business, and that was born, must have been 10 or 15, possibly even 20 years before that. And for many years, Castell Isolock were the only focused provider of lockout tagout equipment. In fact, in those days, the UK standard for safety locks were these little 30mm brass padlocks, widely used for energy isolation. Anyway, so I'd got agreement from Masterlock they'd support us in as a distributor. In fact, part of my role at Masterlock had been to find new distributors, and all the time I'm doing this, I'm thinking, I reckon I could do this. And so it came to pass, and Total Lockout was born. And so yeah, we just had the Masterlock product range, really good range of products. There were a few gaps in the product range, which later led us to taking on the Brady line. And we by then, in the early 2010s, 2011s, the market for supply of lockout tagout equipment was kind of fulfilled by two types of organisation. There was a specialist organisation, and two was like a general equipment hardware supply, electrical wholesalers and that kind of thing. And generally the electrical wholesaler supply of lockout tagout was customers who knew what they wanted. They knew how many locks they wanted, they knew how many devices they wanted. They were able to quote part numbers and product codes, and were hunting around for the best price. And for the most part, those types of organisations would fulfil those needs, and arguably still do. And then there's the other kind of specialist organisation, which was a slot we tried to drop into, which was was occupied by only 4 or 5 other companies. And I differentiate them because they kind of had the skills and knowledge and expertise about how and where the products were being used, and understanding about the approved codes of practice for machinery safety, the ability to risk assess. Because a lot of end user customers, often when they're buying Lockout, they know they've got a safety issue to solve, but sometimes struggle to choose the right products. And that's when they turn to an organisation like ourselves, like Total Lockout, because we do have that understanding. We are able to guide and assist and help choose the right products, because when you're helping a customer choose products and helping specify products for certain applications, for the less scrupulous salesperson, the potential to oversell is high. But we always took the approach, it's pointless doing that. It's a short-term win. We're trying to build customers who need help and trust us. Trust is absolutely at the heart of what we've tried to do. It sounds like a cliche. It sounds like we're trying to inflate our own ego. It's absolutely not the case. We want people to keep buying from us. And if they trust you, they'll keep buying from you. And so that's a slot we've tried to fulfill over the years, and we have been successful at it. But as time's gone on, the places you can buy Lockout are growing, and there's other influencing factors coming into play now. People like, Amazon, if you search for lockout tagout products, you find them all over Amazon. And guess what? You can get it delivered cheaper, faster than we can compete with. And so it's left me wondering, you know, does the customer really want this assistance, I suppose, in buying lockout tagout products? At the end of the day, a padlock's a padlock. Well, I can tell you it isn't. There's so many aspects to safety padlocks that differentiate them from a security padlock. I will talk about that. I have talked about it already in previous videos before I got into this this video blog routine. I will touch on that because it's important, and things like the lockout hasp as well. You know, it can be a daunting subject for the for someone coming to it new for the first time, but we do have that expertise. We continue to try to sell on our expertise, and those same ethics and processes and procedures are what we try to carry through in our other businesses. So yeah, I'll wrap it up there. Thanks to everyone who chipped in and commented and liked on the previous video. Following the same format of the previous one, just a little bit about where I am today. I've pulled up in a grid serve electric forecourt. Some of you may be familiar with these. The one in Braintree where I'm pulled up at the moment was the first one to open a couple of years ago. They're cropping up all around the country now. Now these are exclusively service stations, forecourts for charging your electric vehicle. I've pulled up in my gas guzzling, diesel burning, internal combustion engine vehicle. I'm wondering if someone is going to come and tap on my window and ask me to move along because they don't want our kind around here. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and check in again in about a week's time for the next installment of this video blog. Thank you.